Hello, this is Max Drake. I want to talk about using Google Forms to upload images to the Glide app. Now, the one issue with this process is that you actually have to log in with a Google account to be able to use the upload function within the form. So anyway, let's go through and proceed with it. Now, the logic that I have is this is my defects app. We've identified an issue, and against each issue, there's who is which company is dealing with this. Now, the companies that I've got have just got a general list, general, plumber 1, plumber 2, but then they've actually got a company name through there as well. And then if it's fixed, the button's pushed to the right and it moves it over into another area where the designers can go and do an inspection and approve or reject that particular thing. So here's my spreadsheet. So the first thing that I'm going to do is actually create a form. Now the form, because I've created it from that sheet, automatically links to that sheet. So here's got a defects list, and you'll see that a new response form. I've been playing around with it before, so that's why there's others. It's response form number 5. So we're going to call this one here defects list. Oh Jesus, I'm doing really bad with this timing. Photo up 1. Just to do that. Form description, upload file. Now the first thing that we're going to do in the question is that we're going to go to our file upload, and it says here the form will be uploaded to the owner's Google Drive. So it's going into my Google Drive, because that's, and the respondents will be required to sign into Google when file upload questions are added to a form. Make sure only these are shared with people that you care and trust. I don't think the care bit's there. Anyway, we come through, we got file upload. We can choose, so I want to do a demonstration, upload file. Now I want to do a demonstration. I'm only going to do a maximum number of files, and I'm actually going to put an identifier of only 1 image file. So number of files 1, and the maximum file size is 10, and this form can accept up to 1 gigabytes of files. This can be changed, but at the moment we just leave it at that. So on the very crude and simple, we've got that question, defects app upload file. Yes, there we go. And if we go into, we don't need to go into response and set a sheet, because we already have got that link straight through there straight away. So we're going to go into the eyeball, go and grab a file, upload file, add a file. I'm logged in, so it's actually just say it's not a problem. So I will go and find a file. I'll grab Mr. Tepupu, which means our place. It's a museum in Wellington. I was doing a translation app for them. So submit. So we submit those in, and if we just go back to the form and we look at the form, you'll see it's got the timestamp and the upload file. Now if I just click on the file, there it is in my thing. Marvelous. If it decides to get there, there we have it. So that's cool. We've got that inside our form, inside a different tab. The problem is there's no identifiers with that at all. Now the next thing that I just want to show you is if I actually just go back to questions, and then we actually want to upload file. But what we're going to do is that we're going to upload up to 5 files. Now watch what happens here. So we go back to Mr. Eyeball and we say add files. So now we've given it permission to upload a few more files. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if this happens. Last time it got shitty and only let me. So we're going to go upload, and it'll upload those files. So you think, yay, uploaded files. But here's an issue that comes through on this one. Submit. So we come back to the defects list one, and it comes through, and it's wiggling away up the top there, and it's going to put that onto the form. So this is good. Once we've actually got the data in here, this is the negative part of this. They put all of those image links into one string. Now if we actually just take, if we just grab that, I find sometimes this is hard to get at, and just grab one of those and just shove it somewhere, you'll see it works. So it's going to pop up that image. Boom. So that's cool. Now those, oh no, I've got to go into there. Inside the defects list, it's created a file response. So it's created a subdirectory. Each file response has actually got a directory where it's uploaded those files to. So that's really handy. Let's put it onto Google Drive. It's put it underneath my app, inside my specific app, which is cool, where all my stuff is. Those are previous tests. And it's given me a link inside my sheet. Unfortunately, where I've got multiple, now I'll do another video and I'll show how we actually solve this particular issue. But for the time being, let's just roll on. Now, the first thing with that is, okay, then I've got files and I've got a link. I've got a timestamp. Now, who put it there and how did they put it there? So one of the other things that I found out about this is if we just go back up one and we add a thing here, we can do multiple choice. Now, in the multiple choice, we can say who uploaded file. Yeah, who did that? And I found, and I put a link to this gentleman's video on here, of a app called Form Ranger. Now, if you just go into add-ons and you type Form Ranger, baby, you'll see that it's there. I've actually got it uploaded already. So anyway, what this thing does, which I think is a really cool thing, if we go in and get Form Ranger, we can go so it's looking at this question because it goes and has a little analysis about this, and he say populate from a range. So we said go and look and tell me where you want to get this range from. Now you can get it from a different sheet, but shut up and get on with it. I don't know what that's about. But what it does is it goes and looks up your spreadsheets. It's a bit slowish. Now, the other thing about this, when we actually set it up, you find your sheet, you find your tab, you then find the range that you actually want. If you look down the bottom here, I'm talking about this because it's still winding along doing this, it populates that range from that list. So if you add things to the list or you change things in the list, it will do an auto repopulate questions on form submit or every hour, or you can just have it as a static thing. That looks as if it's gone and got mogadored, so we'll give it another crack. Where was that? So we've got to close out of that one. We'll just open it up again and we'll go Form Ranger and we'll go start. I've done this before, and so we can say populate from a range and we select a new range. So now it's going in and it's looking to see what sheets we have. So it's just looking in Google Drive and says, and well, I just grabbed my defects list, and it says, aha, where do you want to get the information from? So immediately there it goes, now I want to go to the trades. Now I've given the trades generic names, but they don't know what they are, so I'd actually use the company name, because you're expecting one of the trades, somebody from Mr. Built Things or Unbung It or Flushco or Chop It, to actually come and fix this. So we can actually go take that range there. So it's gone into the defects list, and we're going to call this range company. Save. So straight away we have one identifier. We know who's actually done this. So it's actually, instead of multiple choice, I'm going to do a drop down list. So because I don't want the form really long, they can just do the drop down and pull down and see which ones they want. Within the pop down, apparently you can move them around if you want to readjust them. I don't really see the point of doing that, but anyway, and we can say that's required as an item there. The next one that we want to do is that we want to add another form, and we want to add another choice, and so we will we just close that down, and we'll stick our pointer here, and we'll go into Form Ranger and we'll go start again, and we'll see if it thinks about this. It went funny on the last time I did this. I find I have to do these videos a couple of times because of this. And it's gone back up to that one, whereas I want it to come down to here, and here it's got a tab, you see, saying what about this other one. So this one is here, is what is issue. And so on this second one here, we're going to populate from a range, and we're going to select a range, and we're going to go back through the same blooming process again. So what I'm trying to do is identify what the issue is and which company fixed it. And with those two items, I should be able to put the image in the correct place. So I'm going to select the defects list. I'm going to select the issue list, and straight away here I've got a number. They've got specific code numbers for the identifiers for a specific issue. They've also got a descriptor of the issue, which is a one here, but this doesn't go to the code. But the builders and all of those will actually know, oh, I'm actually fixing the debris around the room or something like that. Actually, let's just see if I actually have one. I don't know if I have a concatenation one. I'm not sure if I have. Anyway, we'll just use the issue for the moment, just as an example for this. We can actually do a search, and we're just going to put issue as the terrible spelling. So it's done that. So straight away it's populated all of that information, and I'm going to make that one a drop down now as well. So now when I go back, so I can say thanks very much to you. Let's go to Mr. Eyeball. Oh, and I didn't actually make that one. I should have made that one a must-have. So who's doing the thing? Mr. Build Things. And what was the issue? The issue was the debris around the theobald, and we're going to show a photo of it all cleaned up. So we're going to go in and we're going to find some marvelous photo. No, we're not. We just find that one there and put it in there and say that's the photo associated with that. Now we've just uploaded that file. So we submit that file. And then it comes through to there. Now I've got two things straight away. I've got identifiers of one, so I can actually go into issues and say match that issue against here. So I can actually do an iteration with using a script editor to make a little script that says if there's on trigger, so if there's a new event, in other words, a new photo's been uploaded into this form or whatever we decide to call it, go and look in this column D and see if you can match that against, and if it is, then copy this this link across onto that one. So that can then be displayed or be linked through and be shown. That would then transfer to the second app, which would then show the designers, or it's been fixed. We can move it into the fixed and we can show the photo in the fixed one. Who fixed it? We can put the image here. So when the designers, they can look at the photo, they can say, yeah, that's really what was bothering me. They can then, when they go to the site next, they can check that thing and they can say, no, they actually didn't fix it. So how do we get that into the app? So not at this point in time. So what we can actually do now is that we can go to that form, and let's go to the pretty form, submit another response. Let's just bang it through there and copy that form link there, and in my front sheet home I've got a thing called a button. Now you can put this button anywhere, and all I'm going to do is just put that link to that form into there. So if I just go back into my Glide app now and go, sorry, just blow this away. I've done it before again. So on my front sheet, I've got a button, and the button data is going to be, I'm just going to reload the sheet, just because before the data is now going to look at the item button, which is that one there. And it's going to open as a link, and we're going to say upload file here. Press to upload file. Ta-da! So we've now got a button, and we can just drag it to the top. So now on our home screen, we can just wallop that there, and we come into our defects list. That's as far as I want to take this particular video. So Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, can you please do the thumbs up? Nobody wants to do me thumbs up, and I get upset and really want to cry. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope that's be of help for other people.